Hey, Tanya Eliza here from TanyaEliza.com. And in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about how to create success in network marketing, even though you're not successful yet. If you're sitting there thinking, man, if I was only that person that had all this success in our industry, of course I would be successful. So in this video, we are going to talk about how to become successful, even if you've created zero results or you're not that successful in your business so far. So stay tuned. Okay, so I hear this all too often. Tanya, I will definitely talk to that person once I'm successful. Tanya, I will definitely invest this into my business once I'm successful. I'll definitely pick up the phone and make an appointment with this person once I'm successful. Are you that person? Do you hear those sorts of things from your team if you're a leader inside network marketing, right? I hear this all the time. And so it's funny because the result does not come without the activity. So if we're waiting for the result before the activity, we've got it all backwards and we're never going to have the success that we're looking for. So if you're waiting to be successful before you go out there and create success, it's not going to happen. But I am going to give you some ways, even though you're not successful right now, to still have massive influence and credibility inside of your market space, talking to your people about what it is that you have to offer, your product, service, or opportunity. So you're absolutely going to love these ways. Now, like in every episode of Tanya Eliza TV, I like to give you a free resource that you can immediately get your hands on, and you can implement these easy strategies inside of your business and start seeing results with right away. So in this episode, it's like no other. I've got a really cool resource that you can download and start using. And it's my 10 ways to increase your credibility and influence with your target audience, with your list and with your people, so that people start taking you seriously, even though you haven't created success yet. And if you start implementing at least 5 of these 10 things that I'm going to share with you, I promise that you will hit rockstar status with your list and with your people within the next 7 days. So you can pick up this downloadable free resource on my blog at TanyaEliza.com/14 download. I'll leave a link for you and you can download and look at those ways to increase your influence and credibility. Now, why is that important? So the reason why is because if you have more influence and credibility with your audience, you're going to start to see results easier. Not necessarily faster, but easier. Do you ever see those people in your company that start and they automatically hit the top level? And some people hit the top level because they already have influence and credibility with the people that they're exposing their product, service, or opportunity to. So how do we do that, right? Now, one of the ways that we do that is by increasing our influence is we want to educate ourselves and invest into ourselves about what it is that we're marketing, our industry that we're in. And so a lot of people get started in network marketing and they don't do this. They think, okay, once I'm successful, I'll invest in this training, or once I'm successful, I'll pay attention to more of these books, right? And it's a little bit backwards. So we need to start investing into our education and into our training a lot earlier. And so once you do that, you increase your value. Therefore, once you are more valuable as an individual and you know a little bit more, you have increased your influence with your audience. So number one, you want to start investing into yourself, training, courses, books. Take 10 minutes a day, even if you're a super busy person, and read a good book or listen to a good audio or go through some of your own company training that you have to become an expert over time with what you are selling and what you are promoting. So that's number one. And it's actually funny because I'll share a really quick story with you. I was on the phone with a prospect and I was talking with that individual, and they were looking at buying some training courses that I offered, and they kind of said, well, Tanya, I really want to buy this course that you have, but I don't have the money. So once I make some money in my business, then I'll buy the course. Now, it's interesting when people say that to me, and it's just because I've been through maybe a lot more. Basically, you got to ask yourself, does the tutor come before the straight A's? Right? And typically not, right? You don't hire a tutor when you're already having straight A's. You don't necessarily do that. That would be silly. You're already having straight A's. So you kind of got to think the other way around. If I'm not making the kind of money or I'm not creating the kind of results in my business that I want, how can I invest into myself to get the money pouring out the other side? It doesn't happen the other way around, where we get the money pouring in first, and then we go and then we invest in our education and knowledge. So just remember that, because it's really important for you to invest to increase your influence. But don't think, well, I'll invest when I'll be successful. Invest to be successful, if that makes sense. Now, I like to share tools, and on my blog in my resource section at tanyaliza.com/14 download, I'll leave the tools that I like to use in my business to help me with follow-up and increase in my influence. I'll leave a little resource section there for you. But I really, really like one tool in particular that helps me with follow-up. It also helps me look like a rock star to all of my people, friends, family, business partners, whatever. And I really love using send out cards. It happens to be a network marketing company. I'm not actively building a team there, but I use it as a tool. I really, really like send out cards. And if you want to take a look at it, I'll leave it in the resource section. But if you use send out cards, great. If you don't, I suggest find a way that you can send little notes or thank you cards or reminders of birthday cards or whatever to your people. Become that person that people look up to and go, man, that person is so cool. That person is so thoughtful. Because if you can get on other people's minds more often as that really cool, really amazing person, that's another way that you can seriously, massively increase your influence to help you when it comes to sharing your product, service, or opportunity with people. And lastly, you've just got to remember that people don't care about you at all. And I know that's really, really hard to say, right? Or really even hard to listen to. You're like, what? People don't care about me? It's the truth. People are so selfish, right? So they're always thinking, what's in it for me? Or how can this help me? So as a marketer and somebody that has a product, service, or opportunity that you're marketing and you want to create interest inside of, you got to find a way for it to relate to the other person. And you got to make the other person feel good about taking a look at what you have. So it's not about you. And things that I would avoid saying when you're going to book an appointment or try to get somebody to see your product, service, or opportunity is try to avoid saying statements that cause resistance. So what I mean by that is, you never want to say, you would be so good at what I do. Because then immediately they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But if you find out something about them that you know that your product or service or opportunity would help them with a problem that they currently have, so let's say you know that they're working a lot of hours at work and they want to cut back those hours, you could say something like, hey, I know that you're looking to cut back some hours at work, maybe to have some more free time. What would you do with that free time? And then they're going to tell you, and then I would say, well, how serious are you about maybe cutting back some of those hours at work? And if they say they're serious, I'll say, well, I don't know if this would be, even up your alley, but if there was a way that I could show you to cut back some of those hours at work, would you be open to learning more? And so therefore you found a problem and it's their problem and you're coming in and you're being the solution provider. So it's really finding out what it is that they want or need, and then your product, service, or opportunity being a solution to what it is that they need, rather than saying, oh my God, you would love what I'd have, or you'd be really good at what I do. That causes a lot of resistance. So you want to be a person of influence that comes in and cares and says, I noticed you had this problem. Are you serious about fixing it? Would you be open to learning a way to do that? And then therefore you can book your appointment with a lot less resistance, and you can be that person of influence to that person versus that salesperson or sales guy or gal, right? I'll leave a couple of resources that really have helped me tremendously do this in my business. I talk about this book all the time. It's called The Psychology of Influence. I'm going to leave that in the resource section as well on my blog at tanyaliza.com/14 download. We'll leave a link for you. You can go there. But most importantly, what I would suggest is pick up the free resource we have going on in this episode and learn those 10 ways to increase your credibility and influence. I gave you a couple of them in this video. If you like those, go find out what the 10 ways are that we found over the years to help us in our business. And even if you pick just 5 or even 2 of those 10 ways and you start implementing them right away, I promise you'll start to look like a rock star of high influence and credibility in your market space with your audience, wherever it is that you're marketing yourself, either on Facebook or YouTube or in the cold market. It will definitely help you. And I'll leave you all those resources and that freebie at tanyaliza.com/14 14 downloads. So did you get value out of this video? I really hope that you did. If you did, please drop me a comment below, join the conversation, and let me know some of the things that maybe you're implementing in your business to increase your influence and credibility with your people. And also, if you found value in this video and you want to share this free resource as well with free download resource that we have available in this episode, please like and share this video or this post with your audience as well. Share the love, I always like to say. We will see you on the next episode of Tanya Eliza TV.